everyone, it's Queen the Randoms, and I'm coming to you today doing a review. A review? Yes, a review. Well, thanks to YouTube. Well, as some of you know, I have had some trouble with copyright claims lately. They've been really coming down on my reaction videos, and I haven't had a strike yet, and that surprises me quite a lot, because usually they don't around with this sort of stuff. But, yeah, I have to protect my well-being and everything, and in my channel, I have decided to do no more full reaction videos and do reviews with little snippets of my reaction. So you still get your weekly input of me screaming, but it doesn't piss anyone off. And it is a bit sad because, copyrights and stuff, fair use. And I know that's been a huge problem on YouTube now, and it's really bothering everyone. And I was really upset when I worked out that, no, I can't do any more reactions. I was so sad. I was crying. I felt horrible. I didn't know what to do. I was so excited. I was going to start, really working to make my videos a lot better. I was going to start doing more reviews of books and movies. I was going to do more stuff about Star Wars, and I just lost my mojo for a bit. And I did what I had to do to make myself feel better.
It's a mask! It shouldn't be this hard to guess who Ladybug is! Cat Noir, no more cat pun. Adrian, my child! Marinette, you need to stop. This show is killing me. But I still love it. I should probably do a review of Miraculous Ladybug when the season ends.
Anyway, today we're finally going to review the new Star Wars Rebels episode, The Honorable Ones, and oh my god, I freaking love this episode. It just seems that Star Wars Rebels keeps pumping out amazing episodes, because this one, again, set the bar way high. So, Callus finally got some character development, and the timing was perfect. They demonized Callus for so long that I seriously thought there'd be no saving grace for this person, and by demonizing for so long, and then this episode came along and I was like, Callus actually has some good qualities, and it was such a good shock. And hi Ashley, I just wanted to hug him. And Zeb was so precious. And this episode really showed his strength of character. And while I loved Legacy of Lasat, the episode was more of a Lasat episode, and not so much a Zeb episode. I mean, Zeb got his backstory, but it didn't really show much of his character besides his backstory. And I love that episode, seriously, I adore that episode. And I feel like this is the one that we can see Zeb demonstrate his strength of character. He's been through some and his ability to acknowledge it, feel it, and still strive to put it aside and team up with Callus and do the right thing? That's some Jedi I'm just going to get into a rant here. I feel like the show is again and again demonstrating through its characters the principles and ideas of what the Jedi should have been like, rather than it was. I mean, look at Anakin. If someone in the Order had bothered to hug Anakin and tell him, hey, dude, it's okay to feel sad. It's natural. We are going to help you through it. Instead of letting that hodgepodge mess of emotion all up in the corner, ignoring it, and expecting him to get over it, and then calling his grievances the will of the Force, no wonder everything went to f***ing shit. The strength of this episode was definitely through its characters. It definitely shows that the formula of having two foes having to team up really demonstrates characters and their strengths and their weaknesses, their vulnerabilities, and my god, oh, it was brilliant. Zeb, I didn't seem to be the least I related to out of all of them, And now I see Zeb and I admire him so much more. I feel like Zeb has just risen and become, I wanted him to be what he could be, and I'm so grateful for that. Well done. Anyway, the Empire killed off the Geonosians. It was a great touch. To have a species quite well known to Star Wars fans, and then killing them off in the same fashion of the Lasats, it really demonstrates the Empire's power and how much it must have hurt Zeb. I mean, I had to sit down and think about it for a few seconds. Those creepy little disgusting bug things are all dead? Whoa. And why do you think it's horrifying for us? Why? Because we're familiar with them. And Death Star! They did some stuff on the Death Star. Yes, if you watch Rebels Recon, they talked about how the Geonosians were like the first people to be like contracted to build the Death Star, and then the Empire came along and they had to kill them to keep them quiet and all. But having like all the stuff outside, the wreckage, and like I was so cool, and it sets up future episodes. I mean, come on. Sooner or later, they're going to have to address the Death. I mean, we have Rogue One coming up, and that's about how the Rebels got the Death Star plans, but will it address fully how they found out that there was going to be some terrible weapon? I think Rebels could handle that. I would be so pleased if Rebels handled that. This episode was great because it set up two characters that I personally didn't know too much about, and I didn't relate to as much. And they really humanized them, even though Zeb's not human, but you know what I mean. And it also set up some ideas for future episodes. The Geonosians, which they actually already promised that they would do more on, and the Death Star. This episode was a joy. The animation, the music, I love the music in this one. It was brilliant. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review, and see you next.